Hello everyone, I am Prem Kumar. Welcome to Math JEE Academy. So today I am going to discuss with you very interesting uh, topic. So the name of the topic is the Wavy Curve Method. Okay. So you can see if there is the product of linear factors or ratio of the linear factor is there, then how to find the solutions of the inequality. That is the Wavy Curve method we can apply here. So first we have to understand what is which way you can apply the Wavy Curve method, and any condition is there we'll discuss. So and then we'll discuss more example, right? Then finally we'll discuss the past year papers. Okay, this Wavy Curve method will help you to understand the inequalities, how to solve the inequalities, right? So what values of x satisfies the inequality? Those kind of questions, either in the ratio or linear factor form. So we can find the number of real solutions in certain interval. Understood? Okay. Let me start with what is Wavy Curve method, and before that we'll discuss one simple example. Okay. Let me start with let's take x minus 1 into x minus 2, right? This is a quadratic equations, right? Suppose if it is less than 0 is there. Okay, understood? So what real number satisfies the inequality, right? So what real number is possible, you can see, because any real number may be, right? Real number means what? Rational and irrational combinations. So which interval the solution is lies? How to find out? So without Wavy Curve method, first understand the basic idea of that. First what we can do, draw the number line, and you can see 1 equal to 0 and x minus 2 equal to 0, because the product of two linear factor is less than 0, we need to say. And suppose equate to 0, what will happen? X is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. These are the critical point here. Just you have to write in the ascending order on the number line. So first one is 1 and second one is 2. Clear? Okay. Now, before going to implement the Wavy Curve method, so we'll understand without that. So I'm just break the entire real number into less than 1, 1 to 2, more than 2. Clear? Okay. Suppose if I take x is less than 1, okay, let me take any number. Let's take less than 1, let's take 0. Put here 0, 0 minus 1 is what? Minus 1, 0 minus 2 is minus 2. Minus 1 into minus 2, it is plus 2. It is greater than 0. We have to check only the sign. Okay. So if you take less than 1, any real number you can take, the product will be greater than 0. Therefore, this interval is positive. Let me take 1 to 2. 1 to 2, which number you can take? Let me take 1.5. Let's take 3 by 2, right? If you substituted here 1.5, it's 1.5 minus 1 is positive, 1.5 minus 2 is negative, definitely. So the product is negative. Let me take more than 2. Let's take 3, you can take. 3 minus 1 is positive, 3 minus 2 is also positive. The product is positive into positive, positive. Okay. So therefore, we need actually what real number you can take such that the product of that x minus 1, x minus 2 is less than 0 we need, right? Okay. So in this case, so positive is there, you can see, more than 2 also positive, but we need only the product is negative, right? Understood? Product is negative is required. Which interval is possible? X is belongs to 1. Close interval we can take or not? You should not include 1 and 2. If you include 1, it will equal to 0. We need the product is less than 0. So what we can do, just you have to remove the inequality, equal to you have to remove it, right? So that means open interval 1 to 2 you have to take. These are the solutions, right? So you have to collect all the real numbers within the open interval. That means 1 to 2 you have to take. Okay, fine. Let me take another example. Let's take x minus 1 divided by x minus 3 is, let's take greater than 0. Take this one. So what is the real number you can take such that the ratio of that expression is greater than 0? Which one we can take? The same way, whatever the ratio may be, first you have to equate the linear factor to equal to 0. Then what will get? X is equal to 1 and x minus 3 equal to 0 means x equal to 3. So you have to fill it on the number line. So you have to write in the ascending order, right? 1 and 3 here. Suppose you can take less than 1, any number you can take. Let's take 0 you can take. 0 if you put here, 0 minus 1, minus 1, 0 minus 3, minus 3. Minus 1 by minus 3 is what? 1 by 3. So the ratio is positive, right? Okay. Let me take 1, 2, 3. So let me take 2. 2 minus 1 positive, 2 minus 3 negative. The ratio is positive by negative, negative. Let's take more than 3. Let's take 4. 4 minus 1 is positive, 4 minus 3 positive. The ratio is positive by positive, positive. So we need the ratio of the real number, So you need to find the ratio of that expression is greater than 0. That means x belongs to which interval is possible? Greater than 0 is required. Minus infinity to 1. You can see minus infinity to 1 is included or not. If you put included here, so 1 minus 1 0. But we need strictly greater than 0. 1 should not included. Union 3 included or not? 3 is not included. If you put 3 here, denominator is 0, right? So therefore 3 to infinity is your solutions. Clear? Okay. So let us discuss that without this substituting the some value, how to find the directly. Okay, that is the wavy curve method. First we will discuss that wavy curve method. What is that? Suppose your expression, let us take just you can take some expression. Let's take x minus alpha 1, x minus alpha 2 you can take, right? Suppose if it is less than 0, right? First you can put it in the number line. X equal to alpha 1, x equal to alpha 2. Suppose you consider alpha 1 is less than alpha 2, right? So therefore alpha 1 here, alpha 2 here, right? Now how to use the wavy curve method? Whenever the linear power, you have to try to reduce into linear factors, right? If suppose cubic is there, try to reduce into linear product of linear factors, and if your quadratic is there, your product of linear factor you can write. Understood? That you can see it is already in the linear factors only. What is the power here? The power here is 1, right? Here also 1. If it is odd power is there, you have to change the sign, right? So what is the wavy curve method says? First we will discuss about the odd powers here, odd powers. So you suppose if it is the left side is completely positive, you can start with the positive. Above the line is positive, below the line is negative, right? So I will start with the positive, You can see alpha 2 is odd power. Odd power means what? X minus alpha 2. 2 power is what? 1 is there, therefore odd power. If 3 is there, odd power. 5 is there, odd power. If odd power is there, you can change the sign. Okay, then you can change into alpha 1. Here alpha 1 also positive changes to negative. This is positive. Then you can see alpha 1 is there, that is also odd powers. You change the sign. Understood? Okay, then you can see we need the product is less than 0. Which interval is possible? Alpha 1 and alpha 2 only, between that only. You should not include alpha 1 and alpha 2 because it is strictly less than 0. Alpha 1 to alpha 2. Okay, this is odd power. Let's take what is that? If odd power is there, odd power expression is there, odd power linear factor is there, linear factor. So you can change the sign, change the sign. Okay. Suppose the even factor is there. Let me take a second example. X minus alpha 1 whole square into x minus alpha 2 less than 0 you can take. Okay. So here suppose you consider alpha 1 is less than alpha 2. First you have to write in the number line. What is the critical point here? You can equate to 0. Don't take the power, you take the linear factor x minus alpha 1, x minus alpha 2. If x minus alpha 1 equal to alpha 1, these are first critical point. Next one is alpha 2. So why we are starting with the positive? Because you can see the left side is completely positive. You can start with the positive. If it is negative is there, negative of some expression less than or greater than 0 is there, you can start from the negative side. Understood? We will see more example. Let's start with here. Start with the positive. Alpha 2 here is what? Odd power. You can see change the sign. If odd power is there means you can start with the positive. Alpha 2 is odd power. You change the sign positive to negative. Alpha 1 you can see that is even power. So even power means, so what you can do? So do not change the sign. So negative means negative only. Clear? This is positive, this is negative, this is negative. Do not change the sign. The signs remain same when it is even power is there. Understood? Let me take one example. So what is that? First we have to write that if even power is there, okay, even power, linear factor, means, so you have to sign remain same, sign remain same. That means you should not change the sign. That means here you can see positive to positive, negative to negative. Here positive to change the sign, negative to positive. I hope everyone understood, right? Okay. Let me take one example. Okay. Let's take x minus 3 whole square into x minus 5. Suppose greater than 0 you can take. Okay. Then you can draw the number line. What is the critical point here? 3 and 5, right? So 3 is less than 5. First you write in the ascending order 3 and 5. You can see the left side is completely is what? Positive. Therefore, you can start with the positive. So 5 here is odd power. You change the sign, right? The positive to negative, you have to change it. So 3 you can see the even power. So you change the sign. Here negative to positive, you have to change or not? No. You have to keep it as it is because it is even power means negative to negative. So do not change the sign. Okay. Therefore, you can see x belongs to, we need the product of the expression is greater than 0. Strictly greater than 0 means which one is possible? X belongs to 5 to infinity. So, open interval 5 to infinity, all the real number. Let me check one number. Let's take, you can take, let's take 4 you can take. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 5 is what? Minus 1. So, the product is negative. Understood? We need the product of the expression is greater than 0, strictly greater than 0. The only the x values possible from 5 to infinity. That means not included 5. Okay. Suppose if included 5, it is equal to 0. I hope everyone understood. Okay, let me take one more example. Suppose if I take x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 whole square divided by x minus 4 whole power 4 x minus 5 whole cube you can take. Suppose if it is less than 0, right? Understood how to solve this question? Okay. You can see, student, what are the critical point you can hear? X equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? So, what are the real number you can take? The ratio of that should be less than 0. First, you have to fill it in the number line. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see, student, because left side is completely positive. You can see completely positive. You can start with the positive sign. Above the line is positive. Let's take the first critical point is what? 5. 5 here is what is that? Odd power. So, odd power means the positive to negative you have to change it. Negative. Okay. Next 4 you can see 4 is even power. Power 4 is there, no? Even power is there. So, you should not change the sign. The sign remains same. So, negative to negative. Let's take 3. 3 is again even power. Even power means what you have to do? The sign remains same. Okay. Let's take 2. 2 you can see the odd power. Power 1 is there. So, change the sign. Okay. So, 2 is odd power, change the sign. 1 you can see 1 also odd power. So, you have to change the sign. So, negative. Clear? So, what are the real number take such that the ratio of that will be less than 0? You can see we need less than 0. X belongs to minus infinity to minus 1. Minus 1 is included or not? Not included. So, sorry, minus 1 to 1, right? Minus 1 to 1. Okay. Then 2 to 3 union. You can see 2, 3 also included or not? 3 is not included, right? If you put 3, it will be 0. So, 2 to 3, 2 is suppose included. That is also not included. Here, if it 2, if you put here, 2 minus 2, 0, because we need strictly less than 0. 2 to 3 union 3 to 4. Okay. You can see 3 is included or not? 3 also not included. 4 included. No. 4 also not included. If you put 4 here, the denominator is 0. It's not included. 4 to 5. So, 4 to 5 also there. 5 is not included. That's all, right? Okay. Fine. So, if you take any value, suppose you can take some number. Let's take 1.5 you can take. 1.5 if you put positive here, this is 1.5 here negative, 1.5 put negative into negative. So, 1.5 here is what? it is negative is there. If you square it positive, so the ratio is what? Again is positive only, right? I hope everyone understood, right? 1.5 if you put here, this is even power, this is positive. So 1.5 if you put here, it is negative. So denominator is negative is there. Here it is positive, here is negative, here is positive. The ratio is positive. So 1 to 2, 5 to infinity is, it's more than 0. I hope everyone understood, right? Okay. So let me take one by one example. Let's take the first question here. How to solve this question quickly? So what are the critical point here? X is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 1 here, and then 2 and minus 2. So first you have to draw the number line. You fill it in the number line, right? So the numbers you have to fill it on the number line, and then you have to write in the ascending order, which is the smallest one here, minus 2 and then minus 1 and then 1, here is 2. Okay, fine. Now you can start with a positive. Why we are start with a positive? Because left side you can see the left side is completely positive. Then you can start with a positive, right? So 2 you can see, 2, everything is odd power. You have to change directly. No need to check all the things. 2 is there. 2 is odd power. Change the sign. 1 you can see, 1 also odd power. Change the sign. Minus 1 also odd power. Change the sign. Negative. Minus 2 is odd power. Change the sign. Right? So we need the ratio is greater than 0. Greater than 0. Positive is required. Which interval is positive? You can see plus sign is the positive. Therefore, x belongs to minus infinity to, you can see minus 2 include or not. Minus if you put denominator is 0 is not included. Union. So 2 is included or not? 2 here. 2 is if we included means denominator 0 not included. Minus 1 to 1. Minus 1 include or not? Minus 1 if included, numerator 0. So it included, right? No problem, because greater than or equal to 0 is required. 1 is included or not? Yes, 1 also included. Union, open interval 2 to infinity. This is your solution. Okay, 2 is included or not? 2 is not included because denominator, if you can see, if you put 2, 2 minus 2, 0. So denominator 0 means anything by 0 is not defined, right? So you should not include it, right? Okay, next you can see the next one. What's the critical point? X is equal to 0. Next you can see which one is possible, 1, and here is minus 2. X plus 2 equal to 0 means x equal to minus 2. Then 2 plus x equal to 0. That means you can see, student, 2 plus x or x plus 2 both will be same only, right? Okay, but you have to remember one thing, students. You have to try to write the linear factor x minus something, not 2 minus x or 2 plus x, 2. So, 3 minus x, like that. If it is there, you have to try to change into x minus 3 or x minus 2, that form. Okay, first what you can do before calculating this, okay, before calculating this, you have to change this one. You can see first you can take minus common, x minus 5, okay, and second term you can see if you take minus common, x minus 2, this is x plus 2, whole divided by x plus 2 into x minus 1 into x less than 0. Clear? Now minus into minus is what? Plus. This is how to write x minus 5, x minus 2, right? Then x plus 2 whole divided by x plus 2 into x minus 1 into x less than 0. Clear? Okay. Now you have to find the critical points. What are the critical points? X is equal to, find it quickly. So you can see first 5 and then x minus 2 equal to 0, 2 and then minus 2. So better you can do, you can cancel it x plus 2 here, right? There is no problem. So finally, what we conclude here, just you can rearrange it first. X minus 5 into x minus 2 whole divided by x minus 1 into x is less than 0. Now you can find the critical point, x equal to 5, so 2, then 1 and 0. You have to write in the ascending order, right? So ascending order, which is the smallest one? 0, 1 and 2 here. I hope everyone understood, right? 0, 1, 2, 5 also there. You can see all the power, you can see it is a linear, that is odd powers only. The left side is completely positive. What you can do, you can start with the positive. 5, you can see 5 is odd power, change the sign. Start with the positive. 5 is odd power, change the sign, it's negative. 2 is odd power, change the sign, is positive. 1 is odd power, change the sign, it is negative. So 0 is also odd power, change the sign, is positive. What actually is required? The ratio is less than 0, it is negative is required. So which interval is negative? You can see x belongs to negative sign, you can see 0 to 1. If you put 0, what will happen? 0 you can put here, denominator is 0 is coming. So it is not defined, therefore 0 is not included. 1 is included or not? 1 also not included because denominator is 0 is coming, right? 0 to 1 union, and then you can see the 2 to 5, you can see student. 2 to 5, 2 is included or not? 2 included means equal to 0, but we need strictly less than 0, therefore 2 also is not included. 2 to 5, 5 is included or not? 5 also not included because equal to 0. Correct? 0 to 1 and 2 to 5, in this interval only, the ratio is less than 0. I hope everyone understood, right? Okay, we'll do the next question. Okay, how to solve this question quickly? Find all real values of x which satisfies quadratic equations, right? And is there, that means you have to find the solutions for each of them and then take the intersection, right? First let us do the first one, x square minus 3x plus 2 is strictly greater than 0 and x square minus 3x minus 4 is strictly less than 0. Clear? Okay. So in this, minus 3x plus 2 greater than 0, x square minus 3, yes, correct. Now you can factorize this one. You can see the product is 2, the sum is minus 3. So 2 into 1 you can write. So product is 2, the sum is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 you can take. That means x square minus 2x minus 3x you can write, right? Greater than 0. First two terms you can see which is common, x minus 2. X you can take x minus 2. No, this will not work. Oh, we need actually minus 1, no? Sorry. So you have to take here minus 2x minus x you can write, right? Okay, here next minus 1 you can take, x minus 2 greater than 0, right? Okay, so whole expression which is common, x minus 2 into x minus 1 is greater than 0. Then you can use the Wavy Curve method. What are the critical points here? 1 and 2, right? Start with the positive because left side is completely positive. Start with the positive. 2 is odd power, change the sign. 1 is odd power, change the sign. Positive. We need the product of the expression is greater than 0. What we can do, x is belongs to minus infinity to 1. 1 is included or not? Not included because we need strictly greater than 0. Okay, union 2 also not included because we need strictly greater than 0 product, right? Okay, let's do the second one. Second one you can see the product is minus 4 is required, the sum is minus 3. So 4, 1, 4 into 1 minus 4 into 1 we can take, minus 4 into 1 is minus 4 minus 3. So you can split this one, minus 4x plus x minus 4 less than 0. Clear? Okay. You can remove this. Let's take this as x. Okay. So next you can solve this. First two term which is common, student, x minus 4 plus next two term which is common. 1 if you take x minus 4 less than 0. The whole expression which is common, x minus 4 into x plus 1 is less than or equal to 0. Clear? So now you can mark it in the number line. So what are the critical point? X equal to minus 1 and x equal to 4. Just equate to 0, right? Minus 1 and 4. Then start with a positive. Start with a positive here. What will get? 4 is odd power. 1 also odd power. Start with a is odd power means you have to change the sign. Minus 1 also odd power, change the sign, positive. We need the product is less than or equal to 0. That means x belongs to minus 1 include or not? Less than or equal to 0 is possible, no? You can put minus 1. Minus 1 is included, right? Minus 1 is included and 4 also included. Because if 4 you put equal to 0 is coming, right? Yes. So in this 2, this is first one you can take, this is second one you can take. So among this, which is common here, you have to collect it, right? First you have to see, any pages there? No. Where we can take, so let me take this number line. The first one is what? Minus infinity 1. Let's take here is 1. And then 2 here, let's take here 2. Let's take 2. Minus 1, let's take here is minus 1. And 4 you can take here. Okay. Now you can, first interval you have to draw. Minus infinity to 1. Minus infinity to 1. 1 is not included. Okay. Then 2 to infinity. 2 to infinity, open interval, 2 to infinity. This is your first solution set, right? Next you can see, second one you can see minus 1 to 4. Minus 1 to 4. 4 is, both will be included, right? Okay. Now which is common, students? You can see here, minus 1 is included. You can see this is common thing, right? And then 2 to 4 is the solution set. Okay. Now you can see x belongs to, this is minus 1, no? So minus 1 to, this is 1, right? So minus 1 to 1, open interval, union, 2 is not common, therefore 2 to 4 is included, right? This is your solution set of this inequality. I hope everyone understood, right? Okay, minus 1 to 1, minus 1 to 1, union 2 to 4. Yes, correct. Okay student, let's do the next question. You can see this one, how to solve this quickly. X square minus 3x plus 2. So how to solve this one? X square minus 3x plus 2 divided by x square plus 3x plus 2 minus 1. You can see whenever these kind of questions, right side is constant, something is there, you have to send it one side. You make it greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 0, right? So minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. You have to take the LCM here. X square plus 3x plus 2, x square minus 3x plus 2 minus x square, just 1 minus 1 into x square is x square, minus 3x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. You can see student here, so plus x square minus x square cancel, plus 2 minus 2 is cancelled, right? So you are doing correct or not? You can see x square minus 3x plus 2, yes, correct only. Yes, so what is left actually? Minus 3x minus 3x minus 6x whole divided by, what will get? X square plus 3x plus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. You try to take the denominator into linear factors, right? You can see x square plus 3x plus 2 is there. How to factorize this one? The product is 2, the sum is plus 3 here. So product is 2, 2 into 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So therefore, what is the factors you can take? Minus 6x divided by x plus 2 into x plus 1 you can take is greater than or equal to 0, you can write. Is it correct? X squared plus x, 2x is 3x plus 2, yes, correct. Now, I already told you, whenever the left side expression, the negative of something is there, you try to make it positive, otherwise you can start from the negative. Okay, better I will tell you one instruction here, when there is a negative is there, you can start from the negative side, otherwise you can multiply negative both side and make it positive. So what I can do, first I will start with the multiply minus 1 on both side and multiply the 6 is there, no, you have to do one thing, you multiply 1 by 6, right, both side. What will get? X divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 is less than or equal to 0. Clear? That's what I am doing here. You can see, for example, 2 is greater than 1, right? So minus 2 should be less than minus 1. When you multiply negative number, this inequality will be changed. Here, how to remove the 6? You multiply 1 by 6 both side, right? So it will be removed, and minus x is there. You have to multiply minus 1 both side, the inequality will be changed. Greater changes to less than, right? Now you can see what are the critical point? Minus 1 and minus 2, correct? Minus 2 here, minus 1 here. Okay. Now, minus 2, minus 1, and one more thing is there, no, 0. 0 is there, right? Let's take 0 here. X equal to 0, x plus 1 equal to 0 means x equal to minus 1, x plus 2 equal to 0 means x equal to minus 2. So now you can start with the positive. Now completely left side is positive, right? Positive. You can see 0 is odd power, change the sign, negative. Minus 1 is odd power, change the sign, positive. Minus 2 also odd power, change the sign, it is negative, right? Therefore, we need the product of, not product, here ratio of that product is less than 0. That means x belongs to what? Less than 0 is required means, so less than 0, no? Which interval is less than 0? Minus infinity to minus 2. Minus 2 you should not include, because if you put minus 2, denominator is 0. Minus 2 not included. Union minus 1 is included or not? Not included. Minus 1 to 0 included or not? 0 included. You can see if you put 0, numerator will be 0. So, less than or equal to 0 is required. So, therefore, 0 is included. Okay, this is your solution set. I hope everyone understood, right? Let's do the next question. So, how to rearrange this? X minus 1 whole square, x plus 2 divided by, this is how to write, x square minus 4 square we can write. Okay, this is how to write x plus 4 into x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Clear? Okay, now you can see what are the critical point is possible. So, x is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 2 here, and next you can say x plus 4 equal to 0 minus 4, x is equal to 4. Okay, now you can put it in the number line, minus 4, next minus 2, then 1 and 4. Okay, start with a positive. 4 you can see 4 is odd power, you can say power is 1. Start with a positive. Why we have start with a positive? Above the line is positive, below the line is negative, because left side is completely is positive. So, positive, 4 is odd power, change the sign, negative. 1 you can see 1 here is even power. Even power means what? Do not change the sign. Okay, so even power, you can see the power 2 is there. Do not change the sign. So, minus means minus. Minus 2 you can see that is odd power, change the sign, plus. Minus 4 you can see minus 4, that is positive or negative here. So, you can just change the sign, right, because minus 4 is odd power, change the sign, negative. So, we need the ratio is greater than or equal to 0. So, which one is possible? X belongs to minus 4 is not included here, right? So, in this case equal to 0 will come. So, minus 4 is not included, okay, fine. Minus 2 included or not? Yes, included. You can see if you put minus 2 in the numerator, it equal to 0. Yes, minus 2 is included. Union 4 included or not? Not included. 4 if you put here, denominator 0. Not included. 4 to infinity. This is positive. Okay, I hope everyone understood, right? Okay, fine. Let's do the next question. So, what are the critical point here? All are linear factors only, right? So, what are the critical point? Just write x minus 1 equal to 0, 1, x plus 2 equal to 0, x equal to minus 2, right? Here x minus 3, that is 3, x plus 1 equal to 0 means minus 1, that is 2, here is minus 3. Now, you have to write everything in the number line. Which is the smallest one, students, here? Minus 3, right? Minus 3, okay. Minus 3 you can take, next number is what? Minus 2, then minus 1, and then 1, and then 2, right? That's all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there. No, which one is missing here? 1, minus 1 is there, okay. 2 minus 2 is there. 2 is, so 3 only is there, no? Okay, which number is there? Minus 2 is there. 3 we missed, right? Yes. Okay. So, first start with the positive because completely is there. You can see left side completely positive. So, start with the positive. You can see 3 is there. No, 3 you can see 3. 3 is even power. 98 is there. No, even power. So, even power means the positive means positive only. Okay. And then 2 you can see 2, where it is 2. 2 is again even power. 36 is there. No, that is even power. Again positive only. Let's take 1. 1 you can see here is the 1. 1 is also even. Do not change the sign, positive. Minus 1 you can see, where is minus 1? X plus 1 equal to 0, x equal to minus 1. Minus 1 also even power. So do not change the sign, positive to positive only. Let's take minus 2. Minus 2 is 1 not 3 is odd number. Yes, you have to change the sign. Minus, right? Minus 2 is odd power, right? Odd powers, right? Okay. So therefore you have to change the sign. So minus 3 you can see, minus 3 is odd power. 51. 51 is odd powers. So therefore, so change the sign, positive. So we need the ratio is greater than 0. Therefore, x belongs to positive only is required, no? Minus infinity to minus 3. Minus 3 is, should not be included because denominator will be 0. Union, minus 2 included or not? Minus 2 not included because strictly greater than 0 is required. Minus 2 is not included. Minus 1, minus 1 also not included, denominator 0. Union, minus 1 to 1. Minus 1 included or not? Not included, right? Minus 1 to 1, right? 1 is included? No, because equal to 0 will come, right? So 1 to 2, 1 to 2, union, 1 to 2 union. So union 2 to 3, right? So then you can see it is again 3 to infinity. So these points are not included, right? Okay, student. Hello student, we'll continue this next question. You can see x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 greater than 1. What you can do, these kind of questions, you can simplify this one, x minus 2 to x minus 3, x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3, minus 1 is strictly greater than 0. Plus 1 is then you send to the left side. So normally, this kind of questions, what you can do, whatever the right side or left side constant is, send one side and make it greater than 0 or less than 0, right? Okay. Now you can take the LCM, x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 minus x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 whole divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 is greater than 0, right? So you can multiply these things. These are roots word 1, 2, 3. If alpha, beta, gamma roots means how to find the cubic polynomial. X cube minus sum of the roots into x square plus the product of the roots, two terms, right? Into x plus the product of all terms, right? All three terms. Then you can use this x cube. I'll take another color. Okay, x cube minus sum of the root is what? 1, 2, 3 here is 1 plus 2, it is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6 minus 6x. Product you can see plus 1 into 2 is 2 and 2 into 3 is 6 plus 1 into 3 is 3 into x. This is x square, this is x. And then product all the roots is what? Minus 6, right? So minus plus minus, minus 6. This is the first term. Minus, next term you can see the roots are here is what? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So you can see minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is what? Minus 5, minus 6, right? And alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, alpha. What is that? Minus 1 into minus 2, 2. Minus 2 into minus 3, 6. So plus 3, it is 9 plus 11. This is 11 here. Okay, then alpha, beta, gamma, it is what? The product of all the things will be what? 6 minus 6, right? So now x cube minus sum of the root is what? Minus of minus 6 into x square plus the two terms the product is what? Plus 11x. Okay, then you can see the complete product is what? Minus of minus 6. Clear? Whole divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 is greater than 0, right? Okay. Now you can simplify this, student. X cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. You can multiply inside. Minus x cube. Here minus into minus plus 6x minus 6x square. So here is minus 11x minus into minus plus 6. Here minus is there minus 6. Whole divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 is greater than 0, right? Now you can see what are the things will be cancelled here. Plus x cube minus x cube cancel, plus 11x minus 11x cancel. Then what is left? Minus 12x square minus 12 divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 strictly greater than 0. I will use the next step here. Next step I will write here. Okay, minus 12 you can take common, x square plus 12 whole divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 strictly greater than 0. Clear? Okay, fine. Now what we can do, next step, find the critical point here. What are the critical points? So this is constant, no? You can see, you can multiply negative now 1 here. What will get? You can rewrite this one. So you multiply 1 by 12 first and then you can multiply by negative 1. Then what will get? X square plus 12 whole divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3. It's strictly less than 0. I hope everyone understood, right? Okay. Now you start with the positive because the complete negative. So left side will be what? Completely positive is there. You can start with a positive. What are the critical point? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Minus 3 here, minus 2, minus 1, right? So this is always positive. You can say numerator is always positive. Any real number take, x square is positive and 12 is positive. The sum of them would be positive, right? Okay. Now you can start with a positive here. Minus 1 is odd power, change the sign. Minus 2 also odd power, change the sign. So minus 3 also odd power, let's change the sign. So therefore x belongs to, we need less than 0. So which one we can take here? So the ratio is less than 0 is required. So minus infinity to minus 3. Minus 3 is not included because if you put minus 3, denominator will be 0. Union minus 2 to minus 1. Minus 2 is not included, minus 1 also not included. Minus 2 to minus 1. This is your answer. I hope everyone understood, right? Let's do the next question. This question, how to do this? X minus 1 divided by x. Okay, you can see. First you take the LCM first. Okay, take the LCM quickly. X into x minus 1 you take. X already is there. X minus 1 you have to multiply. X minus 1 whole square minus x minus 1 already is there. We need to multiply x. So x into x plus 1 is less than 2. Now you can send to the left side. X minus 1 whole square minus x into x plus 1 whole divided by x into x minus 1 minus 2 less than 0. Clear, student? Okay. The minus plus 2 I am sending to the left side. Now you can simplify this one, x minus 1 whole square, okay, minus x into x plus 1, right? Okay, fine. So minus 2 into x minus 1, right? Whole divided by x into x minus 1 is less than 0, right? I am taking LCM again to this. Okay. So now you can simplify this. You can see x square. I'll take another color. Okay, so you can see here x square. 1 square is plus 1 minus 2x minus x square minus x. So now you can multiply inside minus, this would be what? X square minus x, right? You can multiply minus 2x square minus 2x square minus into minus plus 2x, right? Minus 2x square minus plus 2x. Yes, divided by x into x minus 1 less than 0. I hope everyone understood, right? So which other things will cancel here? You can see plus x square minus x square cancel. Okay. Plus 2x and minus 2x will be cancelled. Then what is left here? You can see minus 2x square. So minus x and plus 1. Clear? Yes. Minus 2x square minus x plus 1 whole divided by x into x minus 1 is less than 0. You can take minus out because you have to remember the leading coefficients. The term is negative is there, means you make it positive, right? Then you can easily to find the factorization, right? So you can see minus, if you take 2x square plus x minus 1 whole divided by x into x minus 1 less than 0. Clear? 2x square plus x minus 1. Okay. So now what you can do, you can multiply by minus 1 both side. What will get? 2x square plus x minus 1 divided by x into x minus 1 is strictly greater than 0, right? Now you can see the product is minus 2, the sum is plus 1. So 2 into 1 we can write. Is it correct? 2 into 1 is 2, we need plus 1. So 2 minus 1 we can write. 2 into minus 1 minus 2, 2 minus 1 is? Yes. Then how to rewrite this one? So 2x square plus 2x minus x plus x you can write, 2x minus x you can write, minus 1 whole divided by x into x minus 1 is strictly greater than 0. Okay. Remove this one. Okay. Next, what we can do here, you can factorize this. 2x if you take common, first two terms, x plus 1 minus 1 you take common, x plus 1, correct? Yes. So denominator you can see x into x minus 1 is strictly greater than 0. Okay. Now you can see which is the common thing here, x plus 1 you can take it out, then 2x minus 1 whole divided by x into x minus 1 is greater than 0. Now what are the critical point here? You can see, student, what are the critical point? X equal to 0 and 1, and then 1 by 2. So 2x minus 1 equal to 0 means x equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Then x equal to minus. So now you have to fill it in the number line in the ascending order. So minus 1 is the smallest one, right? And then next one here you can see 0 and then 1 by 2 and then 1. Clear? Yes. Now you can choose, you can start with the positive sign, the positive, because the left side is completely positive, right? So 1 here is there, 1, you can see 1 is odd power, so change the sign, negative. 1 by 2 is odd power, change the sign, positive. 0 is odd power, change the sign, negative. Minus 1 is odd power, change the sign, positive. We need the ratio is greater than 0 is required. So, therefore, x belongs to minus infinity to minus 1. Minus 1 is included or not? Minus 1 is included or not? Minus 1 if you put here, it is equal to 0. It is not included, right? Union 0 included or not? 0 is not included because denominator is 0. It is not defined. 0 to 1 by 2. Union 1 to infinity. 1 also is not included. Denominator, if you put 1 here, it is 0. Denominator, it is not defined. Therefore, 1 to infinity. This is your complete x values. I hope everyone understood, right? We are discussing different questions, right? Okay. So, next we can see the student, next we can see this kind of questions. How to solve this quickly? You can see 2 divided by x minus 2 minus 1 by x is greater than or equal to 0. So, 1 by x is sent to the left side. You can take the LCM here, x into x minus 2. So, here x minus 2 is there. So, you have to multiply x to x minus, here x is there already. You have to multiply x minus 2. So, x minus 2 here is greater than 0. You can simplify this, 2x minus x plus 2 whole divided by x into x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Clear? Okay, 2x minus x plus 2 divided by x into x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Clear? Okay, now what is the critical point? You fill it in the number line. You can see, so 0 is for one critical point. X plus 2 equal to 0 means what? X equal to minus 2 and x minus 2 equal to 0 means x equal to 2. Start with a positive. Everything is odd power here. Change the sign. 2 is odd power. Change the sign, negative. 0 is odd power. Change the sign, positive. Minus 2 is odd power. Change the sign, is negative. So, we need the ratio is greater than or equal to 0, right? Greater than or equal to 0. So, what we can do? So, take the positive sign here. So, x belongs to minus 2 is included or not? Minus 2 is not included or included? Included, because if you can see the numerator only is there, minus 2 included. So, minus 2 to 0 included or not? Not included. Denominator 0, it is not included. Minus 2 to 0 union. So, 2 to infinity, right? 2 included or not? 2 is not included. Denominator will be 0, right? Union 2 to infinity. This is your solution. Minus 2 to 0, right? 2 to infinity is your solution. Clear? Okay, fine. Next, you can see the next question. So, what we can do? 2 plus 3 by x plus 1 minus 2 by x is strictly greater than 0, we can write. Okay, you can take the LCM. X into x plus 1 you can take. So, 2 by 1 is there, right? Which you have to multiply x into x plus 1, right? X into x plus 1 you have to multiply. Here x plus 1 already is there, you have to multiply only x. 3x minus 2 into x already you multiply. X already is there, you have to multiply x plus 1. Okay, correct, is strictly greater than 0. Then you can simplify this, x into x plus 1. So, you can see 2, if you multiply inside x square plus x plus 3x minus 2x minus 2 is greater than 0. Clear? Yes. So, you multiply inside again 2x square plus 2x plus 3x minus 2x is what? Plus x minus 2 whole divided by x into x plus 1 is strictly greater than 0. Now, you can simplify this, 2x square is there, no? 2x square 2x plus x is what? 3x minus 2 whole divided by x into x plus 1 is greater than 0. Okay. 2x square plus 3x minus 2. You can see the product is minus 4. The product is minus 4. The sum is plus 3 is required. So, we can say 4 into 1. 4 into 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is plus 3, right? So, then how to rewrite this? So, 2x square plus 4x minus x minus 2 whole divided by x into x plus 1 is strictly greater than 0. Okay. Now, you can see, student. So, first two terms which is common, 2x if you take, so x plus 2, correct, so 2 4x, right, minus 1 if you take common, x plus 2 whole divided by x into x plus 1 is greater than 0, clear. Now, whole expression which is common, x plus 2 if you take common, so 2x minus 1, right, divided by x into x plus 1 is greater than 0, right. Now, you can see the number line you can draw. So, what is the critical point here? So, minus 2 first and then x equal to 1 0, minus 1 also there, right, minus 1 you can take, minus 1 and then 0, then 1 by 2, correct. So, minus 2, x equal to 1 by 2, okay, and then x equal to 0, minus 1, yes, these are the ascending order, right. Now, you can see start with the positive, 1 by 2 is odd power, change the sign, negative, 0 is odd power, change the sign, positive, minus 1 is odd power, change the sign, negative, minus 2 is odd power, change the sign is positive. We need the ratio is greater than 0 is required. So, which interval you can take? X belongs to minus infinity to minus 2 open interval, because minus 2 is not included. If included, equal to 0, minus 1 to 0. So, minus 1 is not included in the denominator. So, you should not include minus 1, union minus 1 to 0, right. 0 also not included, because if is 0 include, denominator is 0. Union half to 1 by 2 to infinity, 1 by union 1 by 2 to 1 by 2 also not included, 2 to infinity is your solutions. I hope everyone understood, right. Okay, let's do the past year paper. Okay. So, how to do this question? Find the set of all values of x, 2x divided by 2x square plus 5x plus 2 is greater than 1 by x minus 1. How to do this? 2x divided by 2x square plus 5x plus 2, you can send to the left side, minus 1 by x minus 1 is greater than 0, clear? Okay. Now, you can take the LCM here. What will get? 2x square plus 5x plus 2 into x minus 1. So, already 2x square plus 5x plus 2 is there, you have to multiply x minus 1. Minus 1 into x minus 1 already is there, you have to multiply 2x square plus 5x plus 2, you have to multiply strictly greater than 0, right. Now, you can multiply inside 2x square minus 2x, x square minus 2x. Now, minus 2x square minus 5x minus 2 whole divided by, now you can see what is there, 2x square plus 5x plus 2 into x minus 1 is greater than 0. Now, what are the things will be there? You can see minus 2x square plus 2x square cancel. So, minus 7x, right, minus 7x minus 2 only is left, whole divided by, you can able to factorize or not, 2x square, product is 4, the sum is 5. So, 4 into 1 we can write, so 4 plus 1 is 5, right. Then how to factorize this? 2x square plus 5x plus 2 you can write as 2x square plus 4x plus x plus 2, right? Just I will try to factorize this one. So 2x if you take common, so x plus 2 plus 1 if you take common, x plus 2, right? The common factor is here is what? So 2x, x plus 2, yes, correct? Yes. So 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1 into x plus 2, right? Can multiply 2x square plus 4x plus x 5x plus 2, yes, correct, into x minus 1 is greater than 0. Clear? Now you can see, student, you can see the left side, you can see it is negative is there, right? Minus 7x minus 2 is there. You can take minus common. What will get? What will get? You can see minus if you take common 7x plus 2 whole divided by 2x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x minus 1 is greater than 0. Clear? Now, what will get? You can multiply by minus 1. Otherwise, you can start with a negative sign also, no problem. So, better you can see if I multiply minus, the inequality will be changed, right? 2x plus 1, x plus 2 into x minus 1 is less than 0. Clear? I just multiply by the negative one. So, now what are the critical point here? X equal to minus 2 by 7 and then x is equal to minus 1 by 2, x is equal to minus 2, x equal to 1, right? These are the critical points. First, you have to write in the ascending order on the number line. You can see which one is there smallest here. You can see, student, minus 2 you can take, right? First, minus 2 by 7 minus 1 by 2, right? So, you can see which one is the smallest here. You can multiply, you can see in this 14 is there, no? You can multiply by 7, you can multiply by 2, what will get? Minus 4 by 14 and here is minus 7 by 14 is there, okay? So, which is the, you can see, you can say that minus 7 is less than minus 4, right? Correct? Minus 7 is less than minus 4. You can multiply this 14, correct? We can say, so which is the smallest one here? Minus 7 by 14 is the smallest. Minus 7 by 14 is what? Minus 1 by 2 here, right? So, minus, is it correct or not? Minus 7 by 14 is equivalently minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2, then minus 2 by 7 and then you can see 1, right? 4 critical points. Is it correct? Okay. Then you can draw the number. You can take with the positive sign, right? Start with the positive sign because left side is completely positive. So, 1 here you can see 1 is odd power, change the sign, negative. Minus 2 by 7 is, you can see it is odd power, change the sign. So, minus 1 by 2 is odd power, change the sign. So, minus 2 you can see minus 2 is also a odd power, change the sign, positive, right? So, therefore, x belongs to which interval you can take here? The less than 0 is required. Minus 2 is included or not? Minus should not include it because denominator is 0, right? Okay, 1 minute. Okay, sir. We'll continue this. X belongs to which interval is possible? We need the ratio is less than 0 is required. So, minus 2 to minus 1 by 2. minus 1 by 2 is included or not? Not included. Union minus 2 by 7 2, so open interval, right? Because you should not include minus 2 by 7 equal to 0. 2 minus 1, right? Minus 1 is what? Here, right? Minus 1 is not included, right? So minus 1 or plus 1? Plus 1, right? Plus 1. Plus 1. Plus 1 also not included. That's all, right? So these two interval only the ratio is less than 0, right? I hope everyone understood, right? Okay. We'll do the next question. Okay, student, we'll continue this question. You can see S1 is given to you and S2 is like this. Then how to find out the S1 union S2? You can see the first observation x square plus 3x plus 5, you can see it is 3 square minus 4 into 1, you can see 5. So definitely discriminant is you can see 3 square minus 4 into 1 into 5, so 9 minus 20 is less than 0. So discriminant is less than 0 is coming, right? So first observation you can see here, student. You can see the first observation, x plus 2 into x square plus 3x plus 5 whole divided by, you can take minus common, what will get? X square minus 3x plus 2 is greater than 0. Okay. Now, the first you can see this is discriminant is less than 0. So, definitely that image is greater than 0 only, right? The whole thing, it is positive only. If you take any value, the output is positive only, right? Output is positive only. There is no issue. Now, you can factorize the denominator x plus 2 into x square plus 3x plus 5 whole divided by, you can see minus you can multiply, right? Minus you can, because denominator minus is there, no? You can multiply by minus 1. So, this will be less than or equal to 0. Now, here you can say x square minus 3x plus 2. Now, you can able to factorize. The product is 2, the sum is minus 3. 2 into 1 you can write. So, product is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 you can write. So, therefore, how to write this one? X plus 2 into x square plus 3x plus 5 whole divided by, okay, plus 5 whole divided by, what is there? X square. So, minus 3x how to split? Minus 2x minus x plus 2 we can write, it is less than or equal to 0. Then you can simplify this one quickly, x plus 2 into x square plus 3x plus 5 whole divided by, if I take x common, x minus 2, here minus 1 you take common, x minus. So, you can see if you take x, if you take x minus 2, minus 1 you take x minus 2. So, that means x minus 2 into x minus 1. Clear? Okay, fine. This is less than 0. Now, what are the critical points here? So, minus 2, plus 2, plus 1, right? 1 you can see 1 here, minus 2 and plus 2, right? These are the critical points, right? Okay. Now, you can see the start with a positive 2, you can see this is always positive, right? You take any real number, the expression is always positive, right? Because here discriminant is less than 0. So, 2 you can see 2 is odd power, right? So, change the sign. 1 is odd power, change the sign. Minus 2 is odd power, change the sign. So, plus, minus, plus. So, we need less than 0. So, therefore, x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2 So minus 2 is included or not? Minus 2 is included because you can see less than or equal to 0, right? Union 1 is included or not? 1 is not included because if you put 1 here, denominator is 0. So not included. 1, 2, 2 you can take, right? 2 is included or not? 2 is not included, right? These are the solution set here. Understood this? The first one we got it. The second one you can see. What is the second one? 3 power 2x, you can write here. 3 power 2x minus 3 power x plus 1. Minus 3 power x plus 1. And then you can see what is that? Minus 3 power x plus 2. Minus 3 power x plus 2. Minus 3 power x plus 2. Okay. Then plus 27 less than or equal to 0. Plus 27 less than or equal to 0. You can see the students how to write. This is 3 power x whole square we can write minus 3 power x into 3 minus 3 power x into 3 square plus 3 cube you can write, right? Less than 0. 3 cube is 27 only, no? Yes, correct. Okay. This is x, right? Okay, now you can see which is first two terms which is common. 3 power x you can take it out. What is left? 1 3 power x is left minus 3. The next two term which is common. 3 square you can take. 3 power x, okay, minus 3. Clear? Is less than 0. The whole expression which is common. 3 power x minus 3, you take it out. Then 3 power x minus 3 square is less than 0. Let us take t is equal to 3 power x. Then t minus 3 into t minus 9 less than 0. You can mark it on the number line. So, which is the critical point here? You can see 3 and 9. 3 and 9. So, you can start with the positive sign. Start with the positive. So, 9 is the odd powers, you change the sign. So, 3 is odd power, change the sign. So, positive is negative, positive. Therefore, t belongs to which interval here? Is less than 0 is required, no. So, 3 is included or not? 3 included, 9 also included, right? Okay. So, t is actually what? T is from 3 to 9. Okay. Then, where the x values lies? T is from 3 to 9 means what is t here? 3 power x, right? 3 less than 3 power x is less than 9. So, how to find the x value here? So, we need to remove the base 3. So, what is the base 3 opposite? Log base 3, that is the inverse each other. Apply log base 3 on both sides. Less than 3, sorry, log base 3, no? Log base 3, 3 power x less than log base 3, 9, log 9 base 3 will get. So, you can see the log 3 base 3 value 1. So, log 3 base 3 value 1, 1 into x less than or equal to log 9 base 3. Which number you can rise? 3 for something would be 9, 3 square. Therefore, log, you can see log 9 base 3, 3 square is equal to 9. Therefore, 2 is the answer here. So, x will be 1 to 2 is the correct answer, right? Okay. So, this is your second one. And first one you can see, what is the first one? X square, what is the first one here? Where is the interval? Minus infinity to minus 2, minus infinity to minus 2, union 1 to 2, open interval 1 to 2. So, you combine these two equations, they are asking yes, we union, this is S1, this is S1, this is S2, right? Okay, they are asking the union of these two would be minus infinity to minus 2 union. So 1 to 2 is included, right? 1 to 2 is included. Okay, this is equal to S1 union S2. So I hope everyone understood this complete wavy curve method, right? Just you can see odd power means change the sign, even power means sign remains same. Do not change the sign, right? So this concept is a very important role in all mathematical areas. You have to thorough this first, and then next video will be one shot of modulus function. The trickiest modulus function I will post you next class. Okay, because with the help of that Wavy curve method, we can solve many questions involving the modulus functions, right? Okay, I hope everyone understood this class. So if you like this video, if you can share this video to your friends, and you can see the lot of content will be coming soon, right? So you can able to understand everything clearly. You just watch the video, you can able to understand subtopic wise the concept and problems. I hope everyone understood, right? Please subscribe my channel without fail. Okay, thank you everyone, thank you for your kind cooperations. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.